Hello everyone and welcome to another Thomas video. So today we're really taking a look at Tifa Landfall deck in Thomas format. So this is the first deck we're going to be playing in Thomas format. I have made some decks already, but I wanted to play a deck that was very different. And at the same time, this deck is also playing a lot more Final Fantasy cards than some of the decks that I created. So that's why I'm starting with this deck. And this is a build around, for this card, Tifa Lockhart. Kind of crazy saying we're playing a Tifa deck in Magic the Gathering, but here it is. It's a 2-mana 1/2 trample that says Landfall whenever land you control enters, double this card's power until the end of the turn. So what's crazy about this card is the fact that it can actually kill your opponent in a single turn. So for example, if you have the Tifa Lockhart on the battlefield already, and then you play a scale up, which brings the Tifa's power to 6 power, and then you play a Wooded Foothill, for example, it doubles the power because of the landfall into 12 power, and then if you fetch with the Wooded Foothill, that is going to put you at 24 damage, which is absolutely unreal. And if you want to get even crazier, when you fetch with the Wooded Foothill, you shock in your Stomping Ground, and in response to the landfall trigger, you can even play things like Blossoming Defense or Groundswell, and you can deal even more damage because it's going to apply that power before the doubling of the landfall. And what's really nice is we have some ways of actually giving Tifa haste here. We have 4 copies of Swiftster's Teaching, we have 4 copies of Tori Steelcutter, and you have 2 copies of Arena Glory. So funny thing about this deck is even if you don't really do much on turn 1, 2, 3 and you're getting beaten by your opponent, as long as you have some like spare mana, and then you can just play Tifa on the same turn and then you can protect it and then play a fetch land, they might just die instantly. And along with that, there's some other cards that you can play alongside Tifa, and one of them is this tiny Chocobo. Saz's Chocobo is a 1-mana 0/1 that has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Pretty powerful, especially if you pair this up with the fetch land. And the other card is this card called Commune with Beaver. It's a 1-mana sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and you may reveal an artifact, creature, or a land from among them and put it into your hand. So this is really powerful in the deck, especially like ours, where you kind of care about the artifact. You have the Tori Steelcutter, plus we have the creature, which we want. We want to find our Dreadhorde Arcanist, or Tifa, or even the Chocobo. Plus, we actually care about the lands a lot, because we want to be able to combo with our Tifa, and even something like a Chocobo. You want to be able to find your fetch lands with this card. So this is a pretty powerful card that came with the set. So we're playing a lot of new cards here in this deck. So we'll see how this one does. So heading set, I'm going to be hopping over to some Almost Special 3 to show you guys how that does. So let's honor. Alright, we're starting with the, I would say like the most jankiest looking deck. This hand is pretty slow. Okay. Yep. Definitely not in a good spot. I was looking for the Chocobo. I would say I was looking for that Chocobo. Teaching. I'll keep this and I'll play the Dreadhorde Arcanist here. It's probably gonna get countered. Chocobo. Chocobo. Oh, it's this kind of deck. I didn't recognize... Okay, so this is a show and tell. We have a very slow start, but Tifa can technically kill them very fast, so... I I don't know, maybe like they don't have anything. They don't have the combo here, maybe. I also need a fetch land. Like, we can technically kill them here if I get a fetch land. Like, for example, we have, I guess, 2 tries? Like, we can go teaching. And then, so we'll draw 1 card from our turn. Teaching to draw a card. If I get a fetch land, might be like over. Okay. So I guess I want to play this first to pump it up. I don't think it's lethal. Actually, it is. We did it! Okay. That's pretty satisfying, actually. Okay, Tifa. That was amazing. Okay, Rolling Vortex. Snakeskin Veil. So yeah, I'm realizing something here. Instant speeds are insane with Tifa. Very good. We got like some protection here. Protection there. This is actually very powerful. Yeah, maybe I cut the Corey Steel Cutter since like we're not really grinding them out. We just want to kill them as fast as possible. Commune with Bieber. Yeah, let's actually try something like this. Okay, we got Tifa and the Chocobo. Tifa and the Chocobo. But we got a Shaman though. Maybe a Shaman's a bit better. And then we run out the Tifa. Can we win though? I don't think so. Like, okay. I think the best card we can draw is maybe Rolling Vortex here. So I can like run out the Tifa, do some damage, and oh wow, we actually got it. So we run out the Tifa. Question is like, do I play this? I don't think so. I'll maybe play the teaching this turn. Okay. Maybe I should have nah, that wouldn't have actually worked. Like I wouldn't have done that much damage with a Tifa. Like if I went Swift's teaching into, you know, fetch, like the Tifa would have attacked for like 2 damage, right? Okay. We have a lot of damage. We have a lot of damage here. The question is, how can we do the giga damage? I guess we start with the blossoming defense. Like, it's not gonna kill them here, but it's still pretty good enough, I would say. Is it a mana drain? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have even played this then. Yeah, maybe I should have. Maybe I should have just played the Chocobo, because I have the Arena of Glory for the Arcanist, right? Maybe that's a mistake. Okay, they shock. Maybe a dig through time. Yeah, I think I misplayed this game. Okay, opponent uses Abrupt Decay. And then plays Show and Tell. They got another Abrupt Decay, so it looks like we lost this one, maybe. Oh, this puts a counter. My bad. Made a mistake. I needed to play the Chocobo first. Yeah, seems like we lost this one. They got another Abrupt Decay. Close. Close. It was a close game. I don't think there's anything I can do to win the game. That was a pretty close game, though. Maybe a Pick Your Poison? Pick Your Poison. Let's just go. I could have maybe saved the damage. Saved, like, Blossoming Defense for their, like, removal spells. That could have been also pretty good. Okay, we got... Scale Up's pretty good, but I think I want to keep both of these. Okay. I'll play the Chocobo. I'll grab a Overgrown Tomb. I'll play a Roiling Vortex. Okay, we got a Snakeskin Veil. I think I want to Surveil for something. I'll attack with you. Leave up the Snakeskin Veil. Yeah, this Chocobo is actually pretty good. I like it quite a bit. Maybe I should have actually brought Pick Your Poison. Perhaps. Taking a wee bit damage from just like shocking and things like that. Nice. So that's 5 damage. And I play this. They take additional 2 damage, and then Death Ray Shaman additional 2. So right now they can't shock because of Death Ray Shaman. Okay, they're dead. Thank you very much. GG's. I was actually thinking about streaming today for the first time on this channel, but things just didn't pan out. Plus, like, we had some downtime with the maintenance as well, so yeah, I decided not to. Okay, we got energy. Not an energy. Okay, never mind. And an energy. We need a Tifa next turn. Interesting seeing a dedicated Dollmaker in Album Bombardment deck. Right? Into a Ragavan. Hope they steal a land. Excellent. Okay, scale up. I think I'm gonna pass like this. We have a protection spell. Our little Chocobo. Our best Chocobo friend. So this is like a more of a mid-range deck than the usual energy list, right? That is so lucky. Frickin' Lucksack. Another land. Gotta commune with the beaver. We got our own Arcanist. Okay. I think we sit back. Yep, opponent plays the Ragavan. They're gonna probably attack and flash back the swords. I think I have to probably block the Dreadhorde Arcanist? Or should I block the Ragavan? This is 6. I have so much damage next turn. I think we just go with this, honestly. So they did actually have an Oscilla Pride, so we're actually not gonna be able to kill them because the Chocobo doesn't have a trample. That's a bit annoying. If you had a land enter the battlefield this turn, this gives you hexproof. I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to just Quarry Steelcutter into Dreadhorde Arcanist. And I think I'm just going to set the Steelcutter back. Draw or commune? I think actually commune's probably good. We'll do commune. Maybe I shouldn't have yeah, I actually shouldn't have set the Quarry Steelcutter back, thinking about it. Since they can just sacrifice one of the creatures after attacking. Yeah, we got a land. I was hoping for a Tifa. I think next turn for sure we might be able to win because we have a double trample, right? Yeah, I think we won. They could technically sacrifice all 3 of these. If they want to, they can sacrifice all 3 of these to the Goblin Bombardment. But not sure if they want to do that. I mean, I guess I can just ground well in response to if opponent like tries to sacrifice. I think they're just dead. Just too much damage. Okay. Chocobo. Chocobo. Wow. Chocobo doing stuff. I think the wild shape is better than Snakeskin Veil, right? Because it gives you trample. In this case, against this kind of deck. I'm just not sure how many pick your poisons I must play. Like, after seeing Quarry Steelcutter and Dreadhorde Arcanist, there's like a very, very high chance they might bring, like, Deafening Silence. Maybe a copy of a Groundwell, Beaver, Beaching, maybe, like... Maybe even, like, a copy of a Tifa and maybe Chocobo. Yeah, I'm gonna cut even, like, another copy of a Teaching. And maybe like 2 Deathray Shamans. Basically, quality over quantity for the creatures, and then we just protect the creature as much as possible. Yep. Yep. There's a Chocobo. Maybe I shouldn't have bottomed this land. Maybe that was a mistake. I kind of like what they're doing though, by the way. They have a like self-discard when you have things like Chrome Mox. Otherwise, you can have a pretty strong start. Like tempo stuff out. Yeah, I might actually have made a mistake. May have made a mistake. Bottoming a land. So this becomes a 3/5 reach, right? If I give it reach. Deafening silence. That's actually really strong. Wow, they didn't attack. I mean, makes sense. I can't believe a board wipe was on top. I can't believe it. Yeah, I think I just maybe sit back because I have a reach. So I don't know what this is. I mean, still, like, scale up plus land is still 12 damage trample. Okay. So, let's say I wild shape and hexproof. What if I go reach 1/5? It still becomes like 2 power because it's well, this is base power. And then it'll take 3 damage from the Flage, and then they attack with the Guide of Souls. So I need to draw a fetch land. It's not good enough. But still decent, I guess. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say they can do 8 damage maximum. And if they have a Flage in hand, that'll be exactly 11 damage. So I actually can't attack with the Chocobo here. By the way, if I had, you know, a fetch land, I would have won there. That's, which is kind of insane to think about. right? It's just one card plus Tifa, and I just played a fetch land, and like just think about opponent dying there, right? They pass. Okay, maybe I play the Drehor Arcanist and pass the turn? Because this isn't attacking, right? If they have a removal spell, I lose the game because of a Deafening Silence. Also, why did it tap like that? If they had double removal spell, I would have actually lost. I needed to actually manually tap the Arena of Glory. But they had another Flage. Okay, fetch land and we win. Come on, fetch land. Yikes. Right? That's a bit of a yikes. Frickin' Deafening Silence, man. Frickin' Deafening Silence. I guess I could attack with the Chocobo and the Arcanist. Give this a trample. That's 8. 11. Ah. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is 12 damage if I attack with the Arcanist here. And then flash back the scale up on the Chocobo. But I think I'm just gonna attack with this and pass. I think they do have the chump block. They... What? You take that damage? Are you kidding me? No way. So next turn, I can make this into a 9 power... Okay, there's that wild shape. We'll go hexproof. So opponent's attacking here. They can't use another spell this turn. But they decide not to attack with that Loot Monger. Oh my god. How are we so unlucky? Okay, well. Last effort, bitch. It does seem like they have another removal spell here. Not much we can do. We did everything we can. Yep, we did everything we can. Oh yeah, my bad. That was bad. The first strike. Completely forgot. Okay, I mean, I feel like the sideboard was actually okay. Like, especially like the picker poison and stuff like that. We just haven't seen it. Man, there were so many moments where we could have just won with the Tifa, but we just never saw our fetch land. We never saw our fetch land. It's a great hand. We set up the Tifa. And then we don't play the land. Oh no, but then they can respond to it by... Okay, so we need another land. Because we need another land to hold up the wild shape with the scale up. Okay. Guide of Soul. Oh no. Okay, we need another land. Yeah. We need another land next turn if we want to win. I had to play this in case opponent has like removal spell, right? Okay, it looks like opponent's passing with the removal spell. Oh no. Why do they bring Bloodmoon in this matchup? What? Okay, opponent's trolling. Opponent's actually trolling. Wow. I am speechless. The worst sideboard plan ever actually got me? Okay. I am speechless. Okay. Yeah, that just happened. Opponent's playing two colors, and one of the color is red. And they're also playing Giganta. Should I bring Blood Moon? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Okay. I think we lost here. It's because I didn't respect opponent's Blood Moon. I didn't expect the opponent to bring a dead card, you know? Yeah, that was the problem here. Okay, I think we lost. Yep. GG's. That's a mulligan. that is probably a keep. So Tifa scale up is lethal. So I don't think we need Groundwell. Dragon Ray Chandler. I think I want to land at the moment. The opponent kept a one-lander. I'll play the Chocobo. I think this is worth it. And then just protect it with the Blossoming Defense. Okay. They bottomed a Lightning Bolt. Because they have another one. Still missing that land. Okay, there's that land. I don't think it's lethal. Even if I got Tifa Bloodstained Mire. Hmm. Uh... I'm taking a lot of damage. Yeah, they definitely have something. So fetch land is lethal. If we get a fetch land, we win the game. Come on. Fetch land. Breakout. Fetch land. Fetch land. Oh. No, we can't actually even fetch because of that. No, we actually got it, but... Oh, wait. It might still be lethal? Because of the prowess? And plus the Quarry Steel Cutter? Oh, baby. Okay, they have a lot of removal spells. Pick your poison for Channeler, or just raise them. Screw it and just raise them. I can see myself just racing them, honestly. The Quarry Steel Cutter seems pretty decent. I think we just get rid of the Groundswell, and maybe like a copy of a Swiftspear Teaching, and just have million like protection spells. One lander. I'll try it because we won first game. And we're also on the draw. Hopefully we get a land. Land, 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 land. Reveal a land. That is not a land. Come on, land me here. We lost. Yeah, I think we lost. Miss. Miss? Ooh. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to win this one. There's too many creatures out already. Okay, the one lander keep didn't pay off. Just didn't pay off. By the way, this card is actually amazing. Like, it grabs an artifact, Quarry Seal Cutter, a creature, Tifa, and a land for the fetch land, right? It's just so good in this deck. Plus, you can flash it back with the Dreadhorde Arcanist, which is also a plus. Nethergoyf. I'll take a land, please. Where is the land? What? Hello? And of course, they don't have any fetch lands either. Just my luck. Well, let's just play it. I feel like the fact that they still haven't killed a Deathray Shaman maybe means something, like they don't have a removal spell in hand. I feel like if they had a removal spell, they would have killed a Deathray Shaman already. But who knows, right? Amp Raptor, my worst nemesis. Because they always get the right stuff. Yep. Funny thing is, if we just didn't have a forest, I could have actually rushed out. Like, hasted out the Dreadhorde Arcanist, flashing back the Beaver, but because it was a forest and Arena of Glory, or even in this place. I mean, I guess I lose. That is really unlucky, right? So what is that? Look at top threes. 2 times plus, what turn are we on? Like 4? That is really unlucky. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. I think we lose. It's just too late. We just couldn't get anything out, right? Just my luck. It's a 20 land deck, like, with 4 copies of Commune with Beaver. Like, this shouldn't be happening, right? Okay, that was really unlucky. We're getting some really unlucky games, I will say. So far, I actually genuinely believe the deck is okay. It's just that currently the problem is we're mulliganing a lot, and we're also not able to find lands, which is a bit bizarre. Because it's a 20 land plus 4 copies of Commune with Beaver, but we have missed our land drop even after casting like 2 Commune with Beavers, which is like, not where you want to be, you know. Okay, there's that Tifa. Also got a fetch land. Might be able to win next turn. So how much damage is this? So we go Tifa. Play the Wooded Foothill. In response, I play the Groundswell. I mean, I think I still do it. I'll play the Tifa. Wait. No! Are you kidding me? What? I needed to put full control faster. Yeah, another annoying thing about this deck is you have to fetch, you have to play full control. Yikes. Yeah, we would have won, but... yeah, they would have been dead if, Oh, what? Oh, because of the prowess! Oh, that's funny. No. They would have been dead, right? They would have been dead. They would have been dead. Because I would have more damage here, and then... yeah. No! A miss on the full control. So this becomes 2 and then 4, and then this is a 3 toughness, so... oh wait, this is a... Eldrazi. I didn't know it was an Eldrazi until, okay. Commune with Beaver. Now... the prowess doubles it. Okay. So I think against this matchup, we just go as fast as possible. I think that's all it is. So we have Blossoming Defense and Wall Shape. I think that's good enough, actually. I don't think we actually need anything. Yeah, funny enough, our Commune with Beaver has been missing a lot. Like lands, especially. Which is like, oh. How does that happen? Yeah, they gotta call me. Teaching. I think I just run out the Tifa. Even without like any like protection. Because currently they don't actually have any colorless to play the what is that called? Kha'Zix command? Right? Yeah, sure. We have this thing next turn as well. So we'll run out the Tifa here. Okay, once upon a time. I don't think this version plays a show and tell. But I could be wrong. Yeah, they're dead. Yeah, this seems like a pretty easy matchup. Very easy. So we want to hold full control. Play Bloodstained Mire. Grounds well. Oh, wow. Alright, so I actually play this deck as a bit of a meme because we're at the bottom of the diamond, so I'm just kind of testing out, especially with the new set coming out as well, right? Didn't think that it would do well. Not that it did well. We had some non-games with the opponent playing Dark Ritual. I do think the Dark Ritual is like really the only deck that really creates non-games right now in timeless format at the moment. But like that's really not much you can do. There's a lot of powerful 3-mana cards out there. So like if you have turn 1 Dark Ritual into a powerful 3-drop, like you just kind of lose on the spot unless you're playing like blue with the Commandeer. But even then, if they go Dark Ritual into like Balustrade Spy, like the Commandeer becomes kind of useless, right? But besides that, I do think the timeless format is actually pretty healthy, all things considered. Like if I can win games with this deck, I don't know. I think timeless format is pretty healthy. Not to say that like this deck won a lot of games, but at the same time, if you've been watching, I could have won in a lot of instances had we just drew a little bit better. We're playing 20 lands. I am playing 11 fetch lands. Plus, we are playing 4 Cups of Commune with Beaver. This is a new card that came out that's really good, by the way. Looks at the top 3. You reveal an artifact, creature, or land. So it's really good for this kind of deck where you want to get your fetch lands and stuff like that. Or even just a land, right? We just couldn't find our land, which is a bit disappointing, but we lost a game against a Boros Energy. That was also kind of a little bit unfortunate because drawing a single fetch land, like we could have won so long ago, but we just could not find a single fetch land, which was a bit disappointing as well. So despite losing a bit, right? Despite losing a bit, I actually felt like this deck had a lot of potential. Funny enough, it actually killed opponents so fast that like turn 1, 2, 3, if you didn't do anything, right? It's fine because as long as a Tifa comes in, you win the game instantly. It's probably really weak against Esper Tempo because they have a lot of counter spells. Maybe you want some Veil of Summers in the sideboard. Thinking about it, I probably do want some Veil of Summer. Instead of a Snakeskin Veil, I could see myself having Veil of Summer. So all things considered, I think the deck was actually decent. I had zero expectation, but it was better than I thought. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.